The chandeliers sparkled. The velvet-lined booths were filled with A-list celebrities. A violinist played in the corner. But amidst the glitz and glamour, one person stood out, not because she was famous, but because she was struggling. Maria, 7 months pregnant, was trying her best to carry a tray of wine glasses across the floor. Her hands trembled, her back ached, and every step felt like a mountain. Then suddenly, a voice cut through the noise. "Hey, are you okay?" Maria looked up. Her heart skipped a beat. It was Keanu Reeves. Flashback, Maria's life before this job. Maria was 29, single, and recently pregnant when her fiancé left her. With bills piling up and no family to lean on, she took a job at a high-end LA restaurant known for celebrity clientele, not because she wanted to, but because she had to. She kept her pregnancy hidden as long as she could. But by the third trimester, the bump showed. Some customers stared. Some complained. Some even whispered rude things. Still, Maria kept going. Because she had no other choice. 3. Keanu notices the struggle. Back in the restaurant, Keanu was seated quietly in the corner with his manager and a friend. He wasn't the flashy type. Wore a simple black blazer. No bodyguards. No entourage. But he noticed everything. He watched Maria limping slightly as she moved from table to table. Watched her get scolded by a supervisor for being too slow. Watched her smile at guests who didn't smile back. When Maria accidentally dropped a spoon on a guest's table, the guest scoffed and said, "Maybe hire someone who isn't about to pop." The room froze. Maria's eyes welled up. But she held it in. Apologized. Picked up the spoon. That's when Keanu stood up. The unexpected kindness. Keanu walked over to Maria and gently placed his hand on her shoulder. "Excuse me," he said loud enough for the table nearby to hear, "she's doing an amazing job. And I think it's incredibly strong of her to be working while carrying life inside her." The rude guest smirked. "Well, we pay good money for good service." Keanu turned, looked him dead in the eye, and said, "And you just got served by someone braver than most people I know." The guest went silent. Maria? She couldn't speak. She just looked at him, stunned. Nobody had stood up for her like that in months. 5 more than words. After dinner, Keanu walked up to the hostess stand and asked to speak to the manager. Moments later, Maria was called into the back office. Her heart pounded. She thought she was in trouble. But when she entered, the manager handed her an envelope. Inside was $20,000 in cash and a note. It read, "For the mother who keeps going even when the world tells her to stop. Use this however you need. You're not alone. K." The backstory behind the gesture. What no one knew was that Keanu had been raised by a single mom who worked multiple jobs to take care of him and his sister. He'd watched her come home with swollen feet, bruised hands, and a tired smile. Maria reminded him of his mother. She had that same fire in her eyes, he later told a friend. And it wasn't about charity. It was about respect. He knew how society treated women who didn't have support. And he decided, if he had the chance to make someone's life a little easier, he would. The ripple effect. News of Keanu's act spread fast. A fellow diner who witnessed everything posted about it on social media. The post went viral overnight. People from around the world messaged Maria. Some offered jobs. Others donated money. One woman from Italy wrote, "You made me feel seen. I'm pregnant and alone too. Thank you for being brave." Maria was overwhelmed, in the best way. The restaurant? They apologized for how she'd been treated, gave her paid leave, and offered her a desk job after her baby was born. A new beginning. 3 months later, Maria gave birth to a baby boy. She named him Keen, after the man who helped her when the world looked away. She sent Keanu a thank you letter, along with a picture of the baby wrapped in a tiny Matrix onesie. To her surprise, Keanu wrote back. His letter read, "Dear Maria, you remind me of the kind of hero we don't see in movies, the real kind. I hope Keen grows up to be as strong as his mother. If he ever wants a motorcycle lesson, you know who to call. With love, Keanu." Years later, a full circle moment. 5 years later. Maria is working as a youth counselor. Keen is in kindergarten. Life isn't perfect, but it's peaceful. One afternoon, they're walking near a film set downtown. A black motorcycle pulls up. The man under the helmet steps off. It's Keanu Reeves. He spots them, takes off his helmet, and smiles. "You must be Keen," he says, kneeling down. Keen nods, eyes wide. "Are you the man from Mommy's picture?" Keanu chuckles. "I guess I am." They take a photo together, a simple, beautiful moment. Ending message. Sometimes heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they wear worn-out shoes, carry trays while pregnant, and keep going when life tells them to quit. And sometimes, they show up out of nowhere, speak up when it matters, and remind the world that kindness still exists. Keanu Reeves didn't just tip someone that night. He changed a life. And in a world obsessed with fame, that might be the most heroic act of all. If this story moved you, share it with someone who believes in kindness. And remember, you never know what someone's carrying. Be like Keanu. Be the quiet hero.